it's like, no, you're right. It's matchup hunting, and this is like when Clowney last year was complaining that Garrett was getting all the good matchups,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, yeah, because he's better. It's like, oh, my bad for wanting to get easy pressure on the
Yeah.
quarterback.
It's just
I
silly.
digress. It is silly, but
Did they do well ultimately now that it's done, the draft, free agency, and everything else? What grade would you give Barry and company for what they did this spring and summer?
I thought they crushed it, man.
Okay.
I thought they crushed it. I mean, the big needs that they had, they addressed, right? I mean, the big needs for me were the like the interior of our defensive line, which
Mm-hmm.
we got Dalvin Tomlinson, and then we drafted Siaki Ika
Hmm.
out of Baylor, who
Yeah.
Theo and I really liked because he's just um so I was really excited
Mm-hmm.
with those additions, and then I was also like, we could use some depth at receiver, and then we got Tillman and more. And then I was like, it would really make this offseason great if we got another linebacker, and we got Okoronkwo. And then I was like, I mean, shoot, you might as well get another edge guy to complement Garrett. And then we got Za'Darius. I'm like, well, there's nothing else you really could have done except for replace Jed Wills, But
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I just don't have really any complaints as far as what they could have done. The only thing that I'm like, oh, is the um the restructuring of Watson's contract, because I know that's going to put us on that deal for a long time. So it's like it saves us money this year to make the moves that we did, and I'm happy that we got those guys. But now for the next 3 years, $64 million cap hit. Obviously, you cannot live in a world where your quarterback has that kind of a cap hit. So what they're probably going to do is extend him next year, and then it's not like they're not. I don't think it's like I'm trying to think about how to like why they're going to extend him, but they're just going to like restructure this deal to be spread out instead of over 3 more years to be over like 5 more years, so
Mm.
that the cap hit is more digestible.
Mm.
That would be the reason why they would extend. It wouldn't be like
What if you did the opposite though? What if you did the opposite Aaron Rodgers, where you're like, let's get as much up front load. Let's just get out of this. Like, how much, Deshaun, are you willing to make this year?
Oh, that that would be it. So you have to like talk to the rest of the team. Is like, hey guys,
Yes.
I need you for 1 year. You're making no money, and then next year you can all get your money back. I
Yes.
will pay you double next year, but I
Yes.
need you right now. Bear with me.
Yeah. Like just the opposite. Just take one for the
What's
team.
that
We're
one
yeah.
company where like the CEO makes $70,000
Mm-hmm.
because he pays himself whatever his lowest employee makes?
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that was like the first year of COVID, all his employees opted to take a pay cut,
Mm-hmm.
and then he like paid them all their lost wages after. That would be like the exact same thing.
Yes. Goodness
No.
gracious.
The money, man.
Final question here. When you look at the schedule, with everything done here, free agency, and barring injury, of course.
Yeah.
What does this look like to you? What does this schedule look like for you, Cleveland Browns superfan, Blaiden?
Calling me a super fan that's high praise, man.
I
I
call it
know
like I see it. You got a Cleveland Browns poster behind you. You had the
that's
pillow.
true.
Like you're
That's
decked
true.
out. You're
That's true.
representing.
I know some pretty big Browns fans though. All right. So I was just pulling up my exact record prediction because I have a video that I made for FanDuel. So this is how it's gonna go. All right, bar for bar, week for week. Now I had this planned out before Burrow's injury. They're gonna win week 1 at home against the Bengals. The Browns are not notorious for winning home openers, but this year they will.
Okay.
This year they will. I'm pretty confident in that. They have a lot of rookies in their secondary. or a lot of young players in their secondary, a lot of new guys in the secondary. I think the Browns can take advantage a little bit of some guys in their first full start.